Well, good morning, everyone. Hope you've all had a wonderful week. Welcome to this week's Wellbeing at Home live event. And I'd like to thank our regular attendees for being present. You can see all your names, the familiar names and faces on the screen. So always love to see you here, and always heartwarming to see the familiar names and faces. And a special welcome for those of you joining us for the first time for your first event with us. And I really hope you enjoy it and come back to take part in future events with us. Those of you who don't follow us on social media like Instagram or Facebook, please do so under Wellbeing Escapes, because then we also share our upcoming events on there, and also some great information on all things wellness, plus some lovely destinations that we focus on and introduce. So I hope you've all had a wonderful week, good week. We've been blessed with some lovely sunny days this week, so I'm very grateful for that. And actually this morning looks very nice where I am anyway. I hope you will have a bit of sunshine there. I was just chatting to George from Crete, Minos Palace, and they're telling me it's very hot in Crete right now, but it sounds like their season is extending, so that's nice. So yesterday evening we had some great news in the travel industry that it will become easier to travel if you're double vaccinated. So you'll no longer be able to, you'll no longer have to do a lateral flow test before you come back to the UK, which means taking away that terrible uncertainty that I know many people were feeling when they were booking a holiday abroad, because we had a lot of people saying to us, well, but what if I catch COVID when I'm in so-and-so country, and what does that mean for me? Does it mean I can't re-enter the UK? So they're getting rid of that, which is good news, from the beginning of October. And also the PCR tests will be phased out by the end of October on your return, and replaced with lateral flow tests. The other thing they've done is they've simplified the system, and they've got rid of the traffic light, the green, amber, red, and they've just have two categories. So they've got what they call rest of the world, and then the red list. So basically anywhere that's not on the red list is the rest of the world, and that's anywhere you can travel to. And then they've got the countries on the red list that you can't go to, well, you can go to, but you have to quarantine in a hotel when you return. The good news is they've taken certain countries off the red list, such as Sri Lanka, which I'm delighted about, and Turkey's also been taken off the red list. And we'll be sending out a newsletter over the next few days so that you have more kind of up-to-date information on that, should you want to travel. And should you want to travel, you can always call our really friendly and knowledgeable team, and they'll help you with all your questions. Okay, so in the meantime, let's move on to today's event, which is coming from the wonderful Minos Palace in Crete. And this is the hotel that we've started to work with recently. We've actually started sending some of our clients over there, and had some really good feedback. And it's the reason we introduce it is they've got some really exciting things going on with regards to wellness, and some great programs in a kind of a gentle, holistic way, but we'll talk about that in a minute. I just wanted to share before we start like a video, because unfortunately we're not going to be able to stream the class from outside, just to make sure that we can secure the connection and that, you know, we don't have any hiccups in that connection. So I'm going to just share a short video of the place, assuming my computer plays with me today, of the place, so to give you an idea of where we're streaming from, because you'll see people from inside. So bear with me a second. And I hope you'll be able to hear this. Please send me a note in chat if you can't hear. Can everybody hear this?
pure be the joys that surround you. I feel the cool and sweet smelling breeze. The slashing sound still feels like the sound of love and peace. Wind blowing all day long. Wind that sings so loud a song.
Okay. I think that gives us a good idea. All I can say is I wish I could do a cartwheel like that. That last cartwheel. It's really quite impressive. And I'll ask Maria in a minute, but I'm not sure if you saw at the beginning that fantastic headstand. I'm not sure if that was Maria doing that, but we'll ask her because it was. Did everyone see that? But still looks stunning. Sound not perfect. Oh, sorry, you couldn't. Could you hear it? You couldn't hear anything, huh? Okay, apologies. It's my ongoing battle with my sound on my computer. But anyway, you got a good feel for the place. So what we'll do, I just want to talk to George a little bit. So George here. Hello, George.
Morning, everyone.
Morning. George is the general manager at the hotel, and
actually, I'm the one who did the car wheel, but it just went too fast, and that's why you probably didn't notice it.
Oh yeah. Oh really? What if I got you to prove that now?
No, now I can't. Actually, I can't. I'm sorry.
I'll get you to step out from behind your desk. Okay, well, I did the headstand then. That was me. But I have to say, it's so lovely getting that feeling of Greece from that video. It's such a, all those kind of, those well, you didn't have the sounds, but the sights of Greece, the olive trees, the blue of the sea, all of that. It's so beautiful to feel that and see it. It makes me very nostalgic. Makes me want to be there. But tell us a little bit about your, like, what are you doing with regards to wellness? Because, as you know, we specialize specifically in wellness and well-being holidays, and that doesn't necessarily mean that all of the places that we sell are kind of hardcore health retreats where you go to lose weight or detox and everything else, because we see wellness as a journey and it depends on what your goals are at that time. So some people want to come and do a really nice kind of relaxed holiday, but partake in wellness activities and eat healthy food. And I know, yeah, you know, one of our clients just came to you and I had a chat with her about it. And she's been traveling with us for years and she's gone to those kind of hardcore health retreats. But she said to me, this is exactly what I needed right now, because she could do her yoga daily, she could do have her healthy food, she could do all of that. And she had the sunshine, and she just said everyone was super friendly. So tell me a little bit more about what your concept is and what you're doing with the wellness.
With pleasure. First of all, I would like to thank you for the invitation and being part of this great initiative, and also having the opportunity to showcase our property. I'll start with what you said, that wellness is a journey. Well, for us, we don't call it a journey, we call it a lifestyle. And this is what we want to achieve for our staff and for our guests as well. Well-being is a massive concept, and it applies in many aspects of the day's life. Therefore, we actually started as of this year building our wellness mission on 3 main cornerstones. And the idea is in 3 years' time to make it a wellness retreat, still offering 5-star hospitality services. If somebody wants to have a medical approach to wellness, obviously he or she can do that, but we will not change our identity in terms of that 5-star property that you have shown on the video. Indeed, our surroundings and the fact that we are secluded in a private peninsula, as everybody's seen on that video, makes that ideal opportunity, creates that ideal opportunity for us to focus on tranquility, to focus on inner peace. And that's why our motto basically is tune in to your inner self. We want people to reconnect with themselves. We all live hectic lives now. We all want time to relax, to unwind, to find peace, inner peace, to pick up maybe small habits that will improve our well-being when we go back home. And this is our main aim. So what we've done this year is we actually, and what we are promoting is an agenda of activities related to the whole operation of the hotel, from the check-in process to the checkout, that involves basically connecting to the nature. First of all, that's why you've seen the barefoot also concept, something that is not quite common here because it's quite hot, but we want people to connect with the nature. We want people to start connecting with themselves. And based on that, we built 3 main pillars. One is the intellectual, spiritual, that involves Maria in many aspects, and not only Maria, many specialists that we have. It involves conscious eating. We have an in-house dietitian here that can provide advices, consultations, body composition analysis, and many more sessions. And obviously we involve the beauty, whether that is external with the spa treatments that we offer, that they are all related to wellness, and the inner beauty. With philosophy talks that we do, we try also to enhance our sustainability profile. We have created this year 2 gardens, 2 organic gardens, 1 herbs garden and 1 vegetable garden, trying to become a bit more sustained in our F&B operation. We invite guests to do wellness cooking classes or mixology classes by harvesting their own ingredients from our gardens. And we are excited being part of that. Honestly speaking, coming from Asia, I spent more than 10 years in Asia, where wellness is a lifestyle and is mainly incorporated in any aspect of a hotel operation. We see that as an opportunity to offer, not to take advantage of a situation, because wellness is not a trend. I keep on saying that, and I keep on saying that to our host as well, to our staff here, that wellness is a lifestyle. And that's why we also do in-house activities for our staff, because we want them to improve their well-being in order to be more productive and more authentic and genuine as possible to our valued guests. It's exciting because it's a new concept, and we have received the feedback from the guests that you have sent us as well. And we are happy that we are in the right direction towards that mission. And we are an adults only hotel, something that we didn't mention before.
Oh, we didn't mention that's very important. Yeah, adults only.
We are an adults
No,
only.
we're not anti-children or anything, but just for the
Exactly.
second
No,
piece. Yeah.
we are not anti-children. We do have other properties within our portfolio as a brand that love children. It's not that we do not, but we have chosen an identity more towards, and because we want to enhance that wellness experience of adults only, we invite single travelers, we invite couples, we invite even pets. We are pets friendly also, I forgot to mention that.
Okay. Well, it's unlikely that you'll have the pets coming from the UK. But anyway, but listen, George, thank you so much for that. I think you've given us a really good picture of what you're doing there, and you know, the philosophy and the concept behind it. And I love what you're doing with your staff, that you're getting them to be part of this. And actually, you know, this whole, as you say, in Asia, wellness is a lifestyle, but it was originally in Greece too. And
Exactly.
so we're bringing it back into that and making it part of the daily lifestyle through your concept. So that's brilliant. And just to let you know, George and I had a little chat before about, I said, you need to have more single travelers in your video, because we have a lot of single travelers, and it depicts it as quite a coupley place. But I know from sending single travelers there that they felt very comfortable. So George has promised me to make a nice video in the winter.
I did. I committed on that. I did.
Yeah. Well, wellness with people, you know, traveling alone, because we know a lot of people like to travel alone for their wellness experience. So George, thank you so much for being present and with us to talk to us today.
My pleasure.
Move over to the lovely Maria. Maria, hi.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning. Can everyone hear Maria? Yes?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Great, perfect.
Okay, brilliant. So Maria's another lovely young lady in Greece with a long Greek name who has an English accent. So when I talked to Maria originally, I was like, are you English? What is that English accent? And you're half English, right?
I'm half English, yes.
Okay, so you grew up here, I think, and you all go backwards and forwards. Okay, wonderful. So today we wanted to do the session on their beautiful yoga platform, which is, tell us a little bit about the yoga platform.
Yes, so our yoga pavilion, we call it a pavilion, it's obviously outdoors. It's a little bit further away from, you know, the main pools and the restaurants, which also kind of enhances the idea of, you know, tranquility and peacefulness. It is close to our gardens as well, and it's very close to, you know, overlooking the amazing, the Gulf and the sea. So yeah, personally, it's one of my favorite venues to teach yoga. It's amazing and very beautiful. You know, you're surrounded by nature. You also have like a roof on the top, so you're kind of, you know, you have the sun away from you as well, which I think is also quite important when you're practicing physical exercise. But yeah, you're surrounded by light, peace. It's a shame that we couldn't be here to do it, you know, to show everyone. But it is a really, really beautiful venue, and hopefully everyone will be able to get the chance to experience it with me.
Yeah. Well, instead you're in the nutritionist office, just to secure the connection, so that's okay.
And it's a little bit cooler here, I must say, because we do have the aircon on.
Okay, it's cooler. Okay, so shall we get going with the class? Just before we kick it off, we just wanted to talk a little bit about restorative yoga, which is great to calm down the nervous system, right? And to just take away that kind of exercise element of yoga and be fully present, but also good to elongate and help relieve stress and tension in our limbs, correct?
I think it's a really perfect way to slow down, and I think it's great that we're having a session on a Saturday. I heard before from you that things have started to get back to normal in the UK, which also you're probably relieved. But I think it's a great way to slow things down, to move more into the parasympathetic nervous system, and just to try to just get a little bit more zen in general.
Wonderful. Okay, well, let's go. So we've got about 40 minutes, so let's start it.
Okay. Well, hi everyone again. Just to make a little brief introduction about me. So I actually was living in the UK for many years before I practiced yoga. And yoga's really, really helped me. When I started the whole idea of, I want to live more like the wellness lifestyle, it's really helped me to get more into tune with myself. So I used it as a tool to help me while I was living in London, really fast-paced lifestyle. And I then loved it so much that I brought it back to Greece. And I'm now hopefully helping and inspiring people to use yoga within their lives in the way that I have done as well. So let's move on into the class. Before you begin, I'll just give you maybe 1 minute to maybe bring some pillows close to you. So if you want to get up and just get really comfortable, bring a pillow or two close to you. You might need them, you might not need them. So I'm sitting on one mat here, and that's all right for me. You might need two, sometimes sensitive knees, sometimes I need two as well. So just kind of get into a position that is comfortable for you. We actually won't start off with the crossed legs. We're going to stretch our legs out. Okay. I'm going to stretch my legs out. And I'm just going to sit with this pose. So I'm going to see how I feel. I'm going to slow down my breath. And I'm just going to notice what's happening with my spine as well. Okay? So the spine is our lifeline. We want to keep it supple, we want to keep it supported. And how we do this is that we straighten the shoulders up. Take a breath in and then exhale, roll the shoulders down, relax the shoulders completely, okay? Notice if you're hunching, often we have that natural tendency, that's okay. But I would just like you to feel as if maybe you have an invisible thread from your chest and someone is pulling this thread upwards. So really elongating the spine, becoming nice and tall. Your hands can be in front of you or to the knees. Try to refrain from bringing the arms behind you for now. And we're just going to sit here for a few moments. Okay, I'm closing my eyes. You can maybe do the same. And as I close my eyes, I start to send my awareness inside. What's going on inside? Have I woken up with a lot of thoughts? Do I have a busy mind? Maybe I do, maybe then again I don't. Whatever is going on, just keep bringing yourself back into your body. Okay, we're not pushing the thoughts away, we're just allowing them to come and to flow away from the body, and keep bringing yourself back into the present moment. And also cultivating patience as we remain here in stillness. And then send a little bit more awareness towards your breath. We're breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. And see if you can feel the breath as you maintain the straightness of the spine. Feel the breath moving into your belly. So think of a small child or a baby, for example, how they breathe. Without any restrictions, their belly rises and drops like a balloon, rising, inhaling, and exhale, drops. Perfect. Take 2 more of these soft breaths. One more, slow. Now open your eyes and blink, okay? Open your eyes. Allow the light of wherever you're sitting just to come back through into your eyes. Maybe take a soft movement through the head. Maybe bring it right to left, left to right, right ear to the right shoulder, left ear to the left. Just side to side. Not too much, nothing too intense. Maybe the head drops forwards, chin to the chest, and then softly up and back. Notice your neck. How is it feeling? Okay. If you have any sensitivities, just be aware of that. See what you can and can't do. And we're here totally without judgment of our bodies. Very accepting. Perfect. From here now, I'm going to proceed to cross my legs, okay? Maybe if you have tight hips, I have some students that prefer to sit with their legs open, okay? And that is totally fine. Maybe you would like to use a pillow and sit on the pillow. It's even more comfortable. So the reason why we use blocks or pillows is because this adds a little bit of height and it helps your knees and your shins to be on the ground. So I prefer, rather than crossing my legs, you'll see some yogis sitting in lotus. For me, this is not comfortable. It's not in my practice. Maybe it is for you. That's totally great. Now, if it isn't, just bring your legs parallel. We've got one foot back, the other foot forwards. The shins are parallel to each other as well. Stretch your arms on your knees. Okay, wiggle a little bit into the shoulders. Just free movement here. Maybe roll them up, down. Okay, just free movement. Don't worry about what it looks like. Relax the upper body. Nice. And then I've noticed my hands want to face down. Maybe yours do. Maybe yours wants to face up. Wherever you want to be is great. Okay, let's close the eyes again. And maintaining that straightness that we spoke about before, we're going to take 3 inhalations from the nose while we exhale out through the mouth. Okay, so inhale. Exhale. You can allow it to be audible. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Let's open the eyes and let's slowly start to bring our arms up. As you inhale, lift your arms up. And as you lift your arms up, maybe look slightly towards the ceiling. Bring the hands together, interlace your fingers. And now reverse the palms to the top. Feel that lovely stretch, especially if it's morning and you've just started to move for your day. Feel that lovely stretch towards the sky. Then exhale, release the hands onto the knees. Now, if you're sitting on a pillow, you can keep sitting on a pillow. If you have a block at home, it will be best to remove the block now and just sit on your mats, all right? So I'm going to start from here with hands on knees. I'm going to start to circle through. So starting to move my body to the front, to the right, to the left, to the back, to the left, to the right. And there's no right or wrong here. Don't start to think, am I doing this right? Just enjoy it, okay? Your head can move with the rest of the body. Your head can also stay straight. Maybe close your eyes, really enjoy it. Maybe you want to speed it up. Maybe you want to slow it down. Nice soft breaths. If you're inclined to breathe out of the mouth, you can. And change the direction. Let's reverse it over to the other side. Okay, nice. If you want to round to the back as well and arch to the front, arching means opening the chest forwards. Exhale, rounding means pulling the chest inwards. Maybe you hear a pop through the spine, and that's just excess tension being released. That's okay. Keep breathing, keep moving through. And back to the center. We'll come back to the center. We can now remove the pillows as well. Just place it to your side where you can reach it. And then again, I'll stretch out my legs. Give a nice little wiggle to your legs, okay? Releasing all of that blood back down into the toes. And just enjoy these wiggles, just really nice and soft. Perfect. Okay, so from here we're going to bend our knees, and then we will roll into our mats onto all fours, into a table position. All right, from here you'll be able to tell now if you're on quite a hard ground. You can bring a little bit more support if you need to. Sometimes a good trick is to also double side the mat like this, okay? Maybe you don't need it, maybe you do. So I'm going to keep my hands under my shoulders. Perfect. I'm going to keep my knees under my hips. And for now, I'm just going to collapse. So rather than controlling and really pushing the ground away from me, I'm going to, I hope everyone can hear me, I'm going to collapse. So I'm going to allow my chest to be soft. I'm going to completely drop my chin down as well. Okay. The buttocks, the tailbone are slightly pointing upwards very naturally. And then with my next breath out, as I exhale, I will push the ground away from me and take a very, very engaged cat pose into rounded. So really bringing your chin in, squeezing the tailbone under, push the ground away from you. And inhale, lifting the tailbone up, buttocks up, shoulders back, elbows in, gaze forwards and take an arch. As you exhale, press and round into your cat. Okay? I'm doing this slowly. If you want to speed them up, feel free. Inhale, arching. Exhale, pressing and rounding. Deep inhale, arch. Exhale, press and round. Follow the breaths. Let's take 3 more of these. Push and round. Pull and arch. Push and round, pull and arch. As you gaze forwards now in front of you, I'm going to go ahead and straighten my arms. I'm going to come into what's called my downward puppy pose. So keeping the buttocks just where they are on top of the knees. I start to press my chest downwards. Okay, and my spine becomes straight. You can lower your forehead onto the mat. And relax your shoulder blades. Okay, if you want to go even deeper than this, you can bring your chin onto the mat and look forwards. You don't have to, this is an option. Otherwise, keep your forehead down. And I love this pose because it's like someone is pulling onto my arms and really elongating my torso. Stretching out my vertebrae, my spine. It's really nice, really releasing. Now gaze forwards, roll yourself back into all fours, nice and softly. Bring hands under shoulders. And inhale, let's lift the right arm up. And as you lift the right arm up, reveal the chest towards the sky. Make sure your shoulder is in a straight line all the way under your arm. And then exhale, can you thread the right arm under your body all the way, all the way, all the way through. And then I'm going to press and lift straight up. So I'm not going to stay down. I'll keep moving for 2 more of these, okay? Thread, exhale. Inhale, push and lift, press. And my last one, I'll just move so that you can see what I'm doing. I'm going to hold it. Stay down, bring my head down, look under my left armpit, and possibly see if you can reach your left arm up as well. Is it possible? Drop your weight into the right shoulder blade and breathe. Okay, so remember, in these poses, if something doesn't feel right for you, you could come out of it and wait for the next. Press your left palm back down, and as you do so, unthread and lift the right arm up, open to reveal the chest. Okay, come back down into all fours. So what we're doing here, we're starting to engage and stretch out the muscles through the spine, through the back, and also into the shoulders. And this is really good, especially if you're doing office jobs, perhaps, or sitting jobs, seated jobs. We're going to try and move on to the other side now. Reach the left arm up and thread it under. Remember, we'll do 3 of these. Reach, press, and lift. Bring it up. Inhale. Exhale, bring it through all the way, and press into the right hand. Lift the left arm up. And the third one, release it down. Stay down, lie down, look under the right armpit. See if that left arm can thread even further and bring the right arm up towards the sky. Okay? Your gaze is soft. You're allowing for that release to happen. 2, 1. Press the right hand back down near your face. As you press, unthread the left arm, lift it back up and reveal the chest. Exhale, come back down into your hands. And slowly see if you can now sit back into your heels, okay? If you can't do this, totally no worries. There's also the option to lift up and sit just onto the knees. Otherwise, we're going to stay here. And we're going to start to stretch out our wrists, okay? So bring your arms forwards, extend like an arrow point. Interlock your fingers together and start to roll in circles with your wrists. So I hope everyone can see. I'm drawing circles with my wrists, my arms are straight. Okay, another amazing exercise to do if you're using keyboards or if you're using a mouse pad or a touch pad. Anything that involves an office, basically. Draw a few more circles with your wrists. And then reverse the palms. Flex your hands and reach. Reach into that lovely stretch. See if you can bring your upper arms behind your ears, maybe. Is it possible? Perfect. And then bring your hands behind your head. You'll cradle your head with your hands. I'll just turn over to the front. And I'm just going to start to reach right elbow, right side, left elbow, left. Moving into your rib cages. Remember, if you get tired on your knees, you can lift up or you can even come and sit onto your sit bones. There are always options. You want to be comfortable. Side and side. Now stay on the side that you're doing. I'm doing my left. Drop your left hand down, left palm presses the ground, and extend your right arm over towards the left. Breathe. You can look down, you can look up, whatever works for you. Roll yourself down from the front, press your right hand or whatever side you didn't do before down, and changing sides. So I'm moving further into the ribs, maybe all the way down as well into my lower back on that side. 2, 1, lift. Now everyone rolls up onto their knees, reaches up. Again, I bring my hands together and I reverse that stretch. And then I'm going to slightly turn my tailbone under just to protect my lower back. And roll the arms back behind you. Let's bring the hands together to touch. Interlock your fingers. I'm pushing my chest open, slightly arching my spine. And then I'll give you 2 options here. What I'm going to do next is I'm going to fold. So I'm either going to fold, if you just want to watch me first, either going to fold on the crown of my head, a little bit more intense, or drop back and fold onto my forehead, a little bit less intense. So do either option and move with care. Either way, you're opening the shoulders. 3, 2, 1. Release the hands down. Press yourself up. Bring yourself, your upper body all the way up. Roll the shoulders down. And softly, can you now step the right foot forwards? All right. So from here, notice how that left knee feels. For me, it feels a little bit hard on the ground, so I'm going to double side my mat. I'm just going to fold my left side in 2. All right. So as I press both of my hands onto my front leg, this is called a low lunge, right? So some people like their back toes tucked, it gives them a bit more balance. I prefer it down, you choose what you would like. I'm going to press both hands onto my front knee. I'm going to open my torso, my chest upwards. And then making sure that my front knee is above my front ankle, not beyond it, but above it. I'm going to reach my arms up. I'm coming into my low lunge now. I'm opening through my hips. The further you release down, the more intense it's going to be. The less, the less. Exhaling now, bring your fingertips to the ground, no weight in your hands, and fold your front leg. Softly straighten it. Maybe if you're quite tall, you have long legs, you might need to lift it and bring it a bit more forwards. Okay, we're going to stay here halfway. I'm going to lower my chin to the chest. And I'm just going to close my eyes and breathe into that stretched leg. Okay, so maybe it feels tight for you. It is quite a deep stretch, so just take your time. I like to also flex that front foot and point the toes towards me, even more stretching. Great, look forwards. Slide that right foot back onto the ground and inhale. Sweep your arms up, feeling the energy lifting. Someone is pulling you up from the heart center up to the sky. Then exhale breath, bring your hands on the inside of your front foot. So both of my hands are on the inside of my right leg, okay? What I'm going to do next is lift my back knee and just slide the knee a bit further down. So that now, from here, I'm just dropping the back leg a bit further down and maintaining front knee on top of ankle, okay? If this is starting to happen, if your knee is in front of your foot, I just want you to wiggle your foot forwards a little bit, okay? Open through the shoulders and hold here. So this is our lizard pose, all right? Make sure of that knee above your ankle. I can't see you guys, so that's why I'm giving really precise instructions. I want you to get the full benefits. Hold 2, 1, then lift the bum up a little bit and slide the right foot back. Can you come back into your all fours positions? Okay. So come back into your all fours positions, relax the head, and just start to kind of rock your hips and your head right and left. Your head is completely relaxed. See how it feels in your legs. See how it feels in your spine. Let's lift up. Roll the shoulders back up. Nice and tall spine. And we'll start over onto doing the same onto the other leg. So I'm stepping my left foot forwards. I'm releasing my weight into that front foot. Maybe I need to double side my mat again, perhaps. I'm pressing both hands onto the front thigh, and then I'm opening my chest. So notice I'm slightly arching. You don't have to do the same. You can keep your spine straight. Inhaling energetically, lifting your arms up. Open your heart center to the sky. So I like to look up, imagining the sun sending its rays and warming my whole body up. And that's essentially what happens if you come to Crete as well. Lovely release. Press the fingertips to the ground, straighten into your front leg. And we're going to stay in this half fold. I keep my fingertips down and I'm releasing my chin to the chest. Just breathe here. You don't need to do anything else. Close your eyes, really ease into it. Maybe flex the foot, point the toes of the left foot towards your face. Gaze forwards. Proceed back into stepping onto your front foot. Lift your arms up, inhaling. And exhaling, lower the hands on the inside of your front leg. Both arms on the inside of the left leg. Moving into lizard. So with lizard, again, I'm just going to slide my back knee a little bit, a small step back, so that my sit bones now, rather than lifting, they are going to be releasing with the rest of my body. My shoulders are back. My left upper arm is touching my left knee. And just pause here. So another variation of lizard. If you're a little bit more advanced, I'll just show it to you as an option, is coming onto your elbows. Okay, this is quite intense. You can try it at home if you want to. You don't have to, it's just an option. Hold 3, 2, 1. Lift, buttocks up, slide, left foot back, and come back into an aligned or forwards position. Gently hands under your shoulders, knees under your hips. Relax your head. Take a few breaths here. And then gently come into a child's pose. So connect your big toes together. Drop the buttocks onto your heels. You can, if you want, to open the knees wide. And then release your body down. Your forehead is touching the ground. Your eyes can be closed maybe. Relax. Relax the shoulders away from the ears and really reconnect with yourself. Okay, I like to think here and to feel as if the ground is really supporting me. Any burdens, anything that weighs heavy within me, within my body, I'm just surrendering, letting it go. And I'm welcoming space. And when I welcome space, I'm more open to something new. And I'm letting go of anything that's been holding me back. So keep taking really big, liberating breaths here. And now lift your head, gaze forwards, and walk your hands towards your body. As we sit back, we're going to roll ourselves over onto the sit bones, and we're going to straighten our legs, like so. Okay. Now open out the buttocks. Feel the sit bones planted down. Good. Take a little wiggle into the legs, maybe. Just how the legs are feeling right now. Is there any tightness? Maybe they feel a little softer through those muscles. Okay. One of my favorite upper back openers now. I'm going to bend my knees and I'm going to maintain a connection between my chest and my legs. So I'm dropping down onto my legs. So some of you might need to be all the way up here. Some of you maybe could be a little bit further down. All right. And next, I'm going to lift my feet and I'm going to hold the sides of the feet. Okay, so hopefully everyone can see what I'm doing. I'm opening my arms from the outsides of the legs, both of them. I'm holding under the feet and then I'm just planting the feet down. Basically, I'm stepping on my fingers. Okay. Now, surrender the shoulders down and see if it's possible for you to bring your cheeks onto your knees. It kind of sounds like this, all the way down. Just see what happens here, okay? Stay there. You don't have to look at the screen, just look down. Stay there and breathe into your upper back. It's so expansive for your upper back. It's an area that it's quite intense and quite difficult to stretch. This stretch really moves into your upper back. So see if you can feel what I'm saying. Deep breaths in. Deep breaths out. And now maybe, can you slide the feet a little bit further down? Keep holding them. Can you slide them a bit further down? Okay, keep holding them exactly like you were before. The knees are in, the arms are on the outsides of the legs. The knees are connected together. And your chin is trying to sit on your knees. Okay, if you lose the connection, that's fine, that's okay. Maybe your legs are a little bit tight. Just take your time here. And then whenever you want to, feel free to fully extend the legs and come into your full forward fold. Now, you don't have to hold your toes. It doesn't mean that you're really good at yoga because you can hold your toes, you can hold your ankles, you can hold your shins, whatever is best for you. Sometimes I only want to reach to my ankles. I want to soften my body. I want to relax my head. So I'm just going to lower my chin towards my chest and allow my shoulders to be soft too. And I use my inhalations to bring oxygen all through the vertebrae of my spine towards my lower back. I'm taking time here, nurturing my body with breath, with oxygen. Maybe gaze forwards. If you feel like you would like to go a bit further, you can. You don't have to though. If you would like to, hold the feet or the ankles, whatever's available for you, and just a little bit gently pull yourself down, you can. Keep your head relaxed, your neck soft. And then drop your hands to the mat and slowly start to unravel. And imagine as if you're building brick by brick, vertebrae by vertebrae. Nice and straight spine. Arms reach. Grow tall. Imagine as if you have someone lifting you up. Someone you like, someone you love. It's lifting you up. And exhale. Release your arms down. Bend both of your knees from here. And we're going to go ahead and lie down back onto the mat, okay? So if you need a pillow for your head, you can go ahead and grab it. It's probably fine without it too, though. So release back. Okay, lie down. I might need to get up at some points just to come closer to the microphone, but we'll see how it goes from here. Okay, I'm going to straighten my arms behind me. I'm going to stretch my arms back, and I'm going to keep my knees bent. I'm going to spread my toes wide on the mat. And I'm really feeling my feet growing roots to the ground. My knees and my feet are as wide as my hips. Okay. From here, start to engage the glute muscles, your buttocks, squeeze them in. And imagine as if you're peeling a sticker off. Start to lift your vertebrae, your spine, moving into bridge. Lift, lift, lift. Keep engaging your glute muscles. This will help to protect your lower back. If this doesn't feel good for you, that's okay. Just come down and relax wherever you are. Should feel good. Exhale, slowly release it down. Vertebrae by vertebrae by vertebrae by vertebrae. Now bring your opposite hand to cradle your opposite elbow, but we're still keeping our arms behind us, okay? And start to wind wipe the knees from side to side to keep the feet on the ground. And just drop to the right, and to the left, and to the right, to the left. So the arms are behind us, just to keep with the idea of lengthening the torso. And I'm starting to move very subtly into my spinal twist. Okay, to further enhance the twists of the spine, what I can do next is bring the left leg up and cross the left leg directly on top of the right leg. And I'm going to really connect all of the length of my leg onto the other one. Okay, there's not a small space in between them. I'm touching one leg on the other. I'm going to now open my arms outwards to the sides. So shoulders to fingers, straight line sideways. And then I'm lowering my legs towards the right side. So I've crossed my left leg on top. I'm lowering them towards my right. If you've done the right leg, you're going to go to the other side. So stay soft in these spinal twists, okay? Maybe you would like to bring your head in the opposite direction of where your legs are headed. Breathe. Stay with your breath, keep your focus. Stay soft. Gently bring your knees back to the center, lift the legs slightly up. Uncross the legs. Bring your knees into the chest. And then with your arms still on the ground, on the sides down, just throw a little tantrum. It's probably not called that, but I like to call it that. Kick, 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 kick. It's really releasing when you take these poses. Usually you'd see children taking. I really enjoy them. Just shake it out. And drop your feet back down into the ground. Feet planted back down into the mat. Take a breath in through nose, out through mouth, and sigh. And then softly, let's do the other leg. So do the one that you didn't do before on top. So I'm doing my right leg on top. I'm crossing them completely together. And then I'm lowering my legs all the way down to the left. Down, 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 down. Okay. Maybe the shoulder will lift, the right shoulder. Okay, that's fine. It doesn't matter. What does matter though is that you maintain a connection with the ground with both of your feet. So even if the knees are lifted, which most probably they will be, make sure that both of your feet are touching the ground. So you have a point of contact to release the tension. Keep breathing softly. Maybe your head would like to look towards the right side now. Stay soft, keep breathing. Really feeling the ground providing you support. You can let go now, it's allowed. You can surrender. And we hold these poses for a little bit longer, because if we keep moving, we want the nervous system to calm down. So we're going to hold it, going to stay here. When you feel ready, bring the head back to center. Bring the knees back into the center. And softly uncross the legs. Maybe you feel a tingling sensation somewhere through the legs, perhaps. And that's normal too. Next, I'm going to bring my knees into my chest. And I'm going to take two variations of happy baby pose. Option one, a little bit more intense, is lifting your head up, taking a hold of the sides of the feet, and turning your feet up towards the ceiling with a flexed foot. If this feels a little bit tight for you, there's another option. Bring your arms behind your thighs and wrap your opposite elbow with your opposite hand. So option two, option one. All of your heads are on the ground. Relax your heads to the ground. And then finally, see if you could open the knees a little bit away from the chest to the sides. And now we're ready to start to rock right and left. Okay, and just enjoy it. There's a reason why it's called Happy Baby. Makes everyone kind of smile side to side. And just enjoy it. If you fall and you struggle to lift up, that's fine. You can just smile and try again. Keep going side to side, side to side. Nice. Bring the insides of the feet together, the soles of the feet together. Maybe lift your heads for a moment, but keep holding the feet just as you are, like this, as you were before. Keep the soles of the feet together and actively press the knees outwards. Okay? You won't see much, but you're feeling it in your muscles and your hips and your thighs. And then in this butterfly pose, lower the legs. Bring your palms onto your lower abdomen and lower the head down. Okay, now is a good time if you have a lot of light, the lights from the ceiling. If you have any unnatural light in your room, you can switch it off now. Okay, if you have light coming from outside of the sun, you can leave that, of course. Okay, I'm closing my eyes now. I'm getting very comfortable in this position. I'm keeping my butterfly legs for a little while longer. And I'm just checking in with myself. Okay. So you're going to stay down now. I'm just going to lift into cross legs, but you can stay down. Keep your eyes closed. And whenever you feel like it, you can extend your legs, both of them. Straighten the one leg, straighten the other leg. Give them a little wiggle, maybe, if you like. And your arms, you can keep your arms on your belly, hands flat, or you can bring your arms alongside the body. Whatever works for you. Okay, relaxation pose, savasana, or corpse pose, whatever you like to call it. This final position is just as important as everything else we've just done. Okay? Just gives you a little bit of time to bring your awareness back to the breath, to calm yourself down, to notice how you're feeling, to allow the benefits of everything you've done to sink in. Okay? Sometimes people like to avoid the final relaxation, especially if you're at home, but it's very important. And you have, it's Saturday, you have a few minutes here, you have 3 minutes, you can dedicate that to yourself. Okay, let's keep our eyes closed. And let's start to really soften the body, feeling as if you are melting down into the ground. You're surrendering any tension, completely let it go. Perhaps you would like to take some deep inhales through your nose and slow exhales through your mouth. And if you're at home, just allow it to be audible, to be heard. Just sigh it out. See how much relief that brings you. And then breathing naturally in and out through your nose. Keep feeling that rise and fall of the belly, the chest. And how effortlessly the breaths are now moving in and out. Just like the tide of the sea, just like the waves. Flowing in, flowing out. The life force within you. Now take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. And start to move your fingers, move your toes, move your wrists, move your ankles, maybe your heads from side to side. Bend your knees, press the feet to the ground. Feel the feet growing roots back down onto the ground. And then before you come up, just want you to roll over in your fetus position. So roll over to the side, lie down on your side. Maybe you want to bring palm on palm to create a little pillow for your face, maybe not. And take a few more breaths here in this very warming position. Okay, the reason we call it fetus is because we hold the warmth in. Hold the energy in, reserve it for yourself. With a quiet, peaceful mind, as you press one hand down, allow that hand to press and to bring you up into seated. And you can sit in any way that you like. It doesn't have to be lotus or cross legs. Bring your palms, connect them onto your heart center, onto your chest. Keep feeling their warmth. Just fill yourself up with gratitude towards yourself and your body for everything you achieve, everything your body achieves every day. And saying thanks that you made this time, that you dedicated this time for becoming more aware, more at peace with yourself, more mindful, and of course, softer through the body. With all of this in mind, let's bring the hands together, palms into your Namaste prayer hands. I'm going to lift my arms up now. And with an exhale breath, I will bring the thumbs back into my chest and I will reconnect with the ground in a bow. Thank you very much, everyone. Namaste.
Namaste. Thank you so much, Maria. That was, I don't know if I speak for everybody here, but it's exactly what I needed this morning. After quite a hectic week, I feel like everything's kind of it's getting very close back to normal and all the hecticness has started a little bit. So it's exactly what we needed. It was a lovely class. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. And thank you everybody for being present. And as Maria says, thank yourselves for this gift that you've given yourselves on a Saturday morning. Hopefully it set you up for the day. And I would also like to say at this point that you have this package there, don't you, called the Pray program. So there's lots of like these restorative yoga classes included, and meditation and breath work, and it's all about kind of coming back within. And I know when we do that, when we take that time to do it, it's just, we remember who we really are, really, and it's beautiful. It really is. So thank you all for being here. Have a wonderful week ahead. Next week we have we have Olga Hamilton, our TEDx speaker and top nutritionist, joining us, and she's going to be talking to us about nutrition for healthy aging and also brain power. So that will be an interesting session. And that's going to be at 5 o'clock tomorrow. We'll go back to our regular time at 5 o'clock. Not tomorrow, sorry, next week. You can see I'm like totally blissed out here. I don't know whether I'm coming or going. I think I'm going to go lie down. And I hope you can all do the same thing. All right, so have a lovely week ahead, and hopefully see you next week. Take care, Maria. And yeah, and see you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.